An update on the rehomed fun-size Kuma, the Piraiba and the Jumbo 4500. Since the last video there has not been any new damage on the Piraiba, which is good, and probably the reason why it's still alive. I keep the nets and the pipe in there all the time, several times a day. I swing the big net in there, targeting the bigger paroon, the albino pacu, and the Indian shovelnose, the main offenders of the Piraiba. So that keeps them stressed and not thinking about attacking the Piraiba. It's a compromise. Piraiba has lost a lot of the damaged skin. It was sloughing off the whole week. It's starting to look a little better now that there are no sloughs of skin hanging off of its snout. And the tail has lost some of the damaged parts. The rest of all the fins are beginning to heal, which is good, very good. It still keeps at the top because I assume the Indian shovelnose doesn't let it go down to the bottom. As soon as it goes down and the Indian shovelnose bumps into it, he chases it up. It does the same to the paroons, and these are his main nemesis, the paroons and the Piraiba. He's pretty indomitable. I don't think the pacu ever presented a challenge or a danger to the Piraiba. The albino pacu, named Coral, he's usually the main offender. But I don't see pacu-sized bites on the Piraiba. Never seen them bother it. I just push them around just in case. They're so smart. I mean, they're hard to stress. The pacu are. Paroons are dumb. They're easy to stress. The Indian shovelnose, he's rather smart, hard to stress. So as I said, just maybe 5-6 times a day, I open up the tank, detach the big net, and push around or swing a little bit. I give a chase a little bit to these characters. Most of the bigger paroon. And that has been working for the last week. As I said, since the last time I published the video, there have not been any new damage on the Piraiba. As a reminder, I took it out of the less aggressive 4500 gallon when it tore off the tail off of the black ear iridescent shark catfish. I put it in here with just the pipe, and the first day was good, which lulled me into complacency, which was a big error. On the second day, when I wasn't really paying attention, the big paroon was biting the Piraiba probably all day, little by little. even though it fed very well 2 days prior to that. Surprisingly, they fed more or less with this, not the paroon, but Indian shovelnose only eats pellets, and he doesn't care whether there's nets or pipes in there or not. He eats pellets all the time. But the two red tails fed well a few days ago when I fed everybody. And the two hybrids, I think, also fed okay. Well, thug, you have to ask twice to feed. The big hybrid is more picky, more finicky. The paroons didn't feed, of course. As I said, they're pretty dumb. And the net, just the presence of the nets in there stresses them enough that their appetite disappears. Not that they're in any great need of being fed. They still have distended stomachs and huge reserves of fat and body mass. So there is hope that the Piraiba will make it, and eventually we'll be able to take the nets and the pipe out and see what happens then. But I only plan to do that after it's completely healed up and start growing its tail back, and all the fins healed up and the snout is healed up, because right now it's raw, lacking skin pretty much, that fell off. On the snout it was from the fighting in the net, self-inflicted, and on the tail it was from the big paroon, and the rest of the fins also affected by the big paroon.